Yes, Kathleen Mitchell. She is a very strong, independent, successful businesswoman. She owns her own restaurant, but she struggles with demons from the past and has had a lot of trouble through her life just overcoming those. And this story kind of takes her through a journey of, you know, reconciling with her life and, in the end, redemption. It's a beautiful little story. You know, when I first read this script, a lot of stuff resonated with me. First of all, just her sort of perfectionism. She's very concerned with detail and everything has to be just so. And I think I could safely say that I'm similar to that. But also, I just love the fact in the story that there's sort of a focus on coming to terms with sort of the darker side of your life, perhaps, and also just appreciating the simple things in life and family and forgiveness. I just love that whole story in this day and age where our kids are so caught up in the digital world, and this story rotates around a situation where these characters only have themselves to depend on, and they have to find a way to entertain themselves. And it sort of harkens back to the old days when that's what you had. You had your home, your family, and just little simple games and whatnot to keep yourself, occupied. And I love that message because I think that's sorely missing today. Tracy. I'm laughing because he was just here. We decided he looked like Opie. He's been a joy to work with. He really has been. He obviously loves actors. He loves the process. He is like a little kid on the set. He's just so happy and appreciative to be here. And the other thing is he loves feedback from the actors. I've spent a lot of time with him with the script and giving him my perspective and my input, and he takes it and he actually has used some of my suggestions, which is very empowering for me, as an actor, and makes me feel, like he respects me and my perspective and where, my thoughts about the script. So it's been a joy. It really has been a joy working with Tracy. Well, Muse is such a gentle man. He is an inspiration. Watching his work, you just you just have such an overwhelming feeling of joy, really, with him. He brings sensitivity and wisdom to this character of Sam that was sort of unexpected, and she is the consummate pro. She knows the script inside out. If I go up on a line, she tells me what the line is. And I have just gotten into the habit of asking her. I'm like, Cami, what's that line that I have? And she knows the entire script inside out. And she, of course, is adorable. I had to do a scene with her where I put my face right next to her and I'm going, gee, I wonder who the audience is really going to be looking at here. That whole thing about working with kids and animals. She definitely is going to just glow on the screen. She's adorable and a wonderful little actress. I think the audience will take away, the importance of family, to recognize, again, I keep saying this in all these interviews, but how important simplicity in your life is, and appreciating the simple things in life, and the power of forgiveness. Hopefully, this will inspire people, or at least plant the seed that maybe you should, like, take some time out of your day or your week to just stop everything and be with your family. I think I tried to do that in my life, and this was something about the script that appealed to me, is because I have two teenagers myself, and we really make an effort to be together as a family, whether it's just simply at dinner or on the weekends playing games. It's really important, and it brings a family together. There's a real bond that builds from that, the simple things, the simplest things. Well, there have been several, frankly. The very first scene we shot was one of my favorites when I read the script anyway, because I felt like it was a real transitional point for the character of Lucy and Kathleen. And it's a beautiful scene, shot mostly in the reflection of a mirror, where I have come to apologize to her because I've been giving her a really hard time. And you also see another side of Lucy. These characters are sort of parallel in many ways, and at that point we sort of kind of reconcile and become friends. And I love that scene. It's a very touching scene. And I also like the scene just before that, which is where we're playing a game of Don't Break the Ice, an old game that I pull out of the closet. And you really see a side of Kathleen, the very serious, competitive side. And then it transitions into this fun, playful scene out in the backyard, which was so much fun to do. And also, one of the scenes I was really looking forward to doing was a huge scene. We call it the Book of 66 because it was scene 66. It, again, is a hugely transitional scene where both the character of Sam and Kathleen kind of have epiphanies to a certain degree. Lots of dialogue, lots of conversation, lots of deep introspection, and you just kind of get to know the characters, what's really going on deep inside them. I love that scene. Oh man, this set has really been so much fun to work on just in generally. I mean, Tracy has really set the tone by being just such a kid himself and having so much fun. Coming in the morning just for makeup. There's McCracken. Oh, she's not there anymore. My makeup lady, Liz McCracken. And so we have lots of jokes about McCracken, and she calls me Stuart. And then we always, every morning, it's like, hi, doll, how are you this morning? And we'll go through that sort of accent thing, for an obnoxiously long period of time. I'm sure we're just driving everybody crazy. um, you know, I know there was a scene where Sam Muse was flipping pancakes, but I wasn't in that, so I missed it. It was like, I don't know if he talked about that at all, but it was supposed to be a very funny scene where he flipped the thing and did a 360 while the pancake was in the air, but I missed it. We have just been having a gas. Everybody has the best attitude. Everybody's very respectful of each other. There's just a really nice, even, calm, just attitude on the set that makes everything lovely. And then, Cammie and I get up and we do a little dance, shake our little booties, and we have a lot of fun.